Black Swan. Black Swan is an American film released in 2010 directed by Darren Aronofsky. The film has won many awards on the year of its release as well as the year after. It was nominated at the Academy Awards in 2011 for the Best Motion Picture of the Year, Best Achievement in Directing, Cinematography, and also Film Editing. The Academy Award nominated film stars Natalie Portman, Mila Kunis, and Vincent Cassel as the film takes audiences on the journey of Nina, a passionate and hardworking ballerina as she struggles to play the dual role of an angelic and pure white swan alongside a dark and powerful black swan, which is required for the new rendition of Swan Lake, a dance performance. Throughout the process, Nina faces many obstacles as she tries to embrace the darker side of her and loses herself to fit the role of the Black Swan, which can be better played by Lily, who tries to steal the role away from her as she holds the qualities of the Black Swan better than Nina. My name is Eldon, and in this film analysis, I will be talking about Black Swan's film crafts of mise-en-scène and narrative. Firstly, under the era of mise-en-scène, I will be talking about the use of colors in the film. The film heavily uses the colors and hues of black and white, be it on its characters, objects, locations, or in the background to show the presence, charisma, and control of the black and also the white swan at certain shots and scenes of the film. Not only that, it is also used to show the taking over of the black swan on the main character Nina as the film progresses. For example, in the early stages of the film, we can see Nina dressed on the brighter side of the color palette. She dresses mostly in white and light pink outfits. Even her room is on the lighter and brighter side of the colors as well. This shows the innocence and purity of Nina in the early stages of the film, as she at the point in time holds mostly the qualities of the white swan. However, as the film progresses, we can see parts and pieces of the outfit on Nina moving towards the darker side of the color palette as she practices to hold the qualities of the black swan. Eventually, when she does so, Nina dresses mostly if not fully on the darker side of the color palette, showing to us that she has fully mastered and obtained the qualities of the Black Swan. Similarly, throughout the film, we see Lily mostly in black since she already holds the qualities of the Black Swan from the start. Such usage of colors is also seen on Thomas, the instructor, as his outfits and office are mostly of both the colors black and white, showing that he already has controls and dominance over both swans. Apart from this major aspect of mise-en-scène, we can also see how different areas under mise-en-scène such as setting, staging, props, makeup and many more is utilized in other parts of the film so as to insert underlying meanings at certain scenes. For example, the use of mise-en-scène in common prop used in the film is mirrors. Mirrors are used to bring out unique meanings behind different particular shots as it plays around with reflection. In this shot, Nina sits in front of the mirror with the circumference of the mirror showing different sides of her, signifying the split personalities Nina is starting to have as she tries to perfect both swans. Another example is the use of mise-en-scène in setting. In this scene, we see Nina walking down the narrow walkway as she appears to see a duplicate of her in black walking in the same walkway towards her, which turns out to be just an imagination of hers. The use of narrow setting in this walkway intensifies the situation as it shows that Nina feels trapped and has no way out of the situation she has put herself in. These are just a few of the aspects of mise-en-scène used in the film. Moving on to the second film craft, which I will be analyzing today, is narrative. As for narrative, Black Swan is a film which showcases Nina's obsession with perfection. Throughout the film, we see the struggle Nina goes through and how much she's willing to do to be what she deems as perfect, so as to achieve her dreams and be the Swan Queen. However, she soon learns that this is not enough as she has to break away from the morals that have been in her growing up in order to be the perfect Swan Queen. As the film progresses, Nina works towards mastering the Black Swan, and we can now see how the essence of the Black Swan starts taking over Nina. Subtle hints are dropped into the film to showcase the taking over of the Black Swan. For instance, in this scene, when Thomas moves in to kiss Nina, Nina bites him, which then causes him to stop. At the same time, Nina was also uncertain of if what she did was right or wrong. This already establishes that Nina is starting to have a better hold of the essence of the Black Swan, as the actions are of things which she would never do in the past. Similarly, her development of her rashes also showcase the same thing. At the start when we first see Nina's rashes, one might think that it is just a normal rash, but as the film progresses, the rashes becomes more severe as it starts to bleed, eventually up to the point where black feathers start coming out of them, exaggerating the essence of the Black Swan taking over Nina. Over the course of the film, Nina does things which are not of her usual. She goes drinking, takes drugs, and clubbing. This is a crucial point in the film as Nina realizes that only by defying the characteristics which defines her, then only can she become the Black Swan. The point where she becomes a swan is when she chooses to go for the play rather than prioritizing the relationship with her mother. This signifies a lot as we can now interpret that Nina is no longer the innocent and pure girl which we knew at the start of the film. She has now embraced the darker side of her and hence allowing her to be one with the Black Swan. Finally, when it is time for the performance, Nina is unable to execute the White Swan as well as she used to. This shows that all the innocence and purity she once had is now gone and not in her. When she plays the Black Swan, she does it perfectly. This shows that she is now more of a Black Swan than the White. What she was once able to execute to perfection is unable to be done, and what she has struggled to execute throughout the course of the film is done perfectly. The film then comes to an end with a fade to white as she lies on a mattress bleeding in her White Swan outfit. This opens the choices to the audience to decide for themselves if the Black or the White Swan lives on. To me, I saw it as the taking over of the Black Swan and the going away of the White Swan as Nina dies and bleeds in her White Swan outfit, which is also the last time we see her in, both literally and as the film ends. The usage of narrative in this film guides the audience on a steady pace where hints are dropped throughout the film in different scenes to signify the progression of Nina. Even though these hints are quite subtle at the start, causing audiences to miss them, the film ensures that these hints are delivered as they become more obvious as the film moves deeper into the plot. This clearly segments the plot once audiences understand the underlying meaning. This method of narrative structure might not be suitable for everyone, as it requires a lot of attention from the audience to fully understand the film. However, once understood, everything will come into place and a bigger picture will be seen by the audience. In conclusion, the usage of the film craft mise-en-scène and narrative plays a critical role in the film. Black Swan is a film which puts these two film crafts together to bring to us such an amazing film. As every second of the film comprises of at least one of the two film crafts analysed today, Black Swan is a film which I highly urge everyone to watch so that it can fully grasp the beauty of not just the film craft, but more importantly, the story and plot of it. It's a film which has a story that you might relate to, having been through the same circumstances as Nina. It is a film which you need to watch to fully understand what I am talking about, as words simply cannot express the beauty of this film.